gonna fail. No prophecy in the Bible not gonna fail. No prophecy in the Bible not gonna fail.
Now it turns out that there are passages in both the Old Testament and the New that predict something and then it doesn't happen. For example, Paul, writing in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 17, speaks of Jesus coming back in Paul's own lifetime, so that he is included among the we who would be taken up into heaven when Jesus returns. And of course, this did not happen. It is a failed prophecy, and on this criterion, the Bible fails.
Let me ask you a question. If anybody's in Islam, you show me one prophecy out of the Quran. I want just one.
One?
Give me one prophecy out of the Quran.
Okay, if you...
And listen, hold on.
You must read Quran.
Listen. I want one prophecy.
Okay.
I want just one.
One?
Give me one prophecy out of the Quran.
Okay.
Also, there is another prophecy in the Quran, in the 30th chapter of the Quran, in the verses 1 to 7. A very interesting prophecy. The Roman Empire has been defeated in a land close by. This is what the Quran is saying. But they, even after this defeat, will gain victory in a few years. Allah's is the command in the past and in the future. On that day shall the believers rejoice with the help of Allah. He helps whom He wills. Allah is the mighty and the most merciful. It is the promise of Allah. Allah never breaks His promise, but most men do not understand. They crave for the outer things of this life, but of the hereafter they are heedless. Now, the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, had for many years been fighting the Persian Empire, and they suffered a massive defeat at the hands of the Persians, who captured Jerusalem in the year 614 of the Christian era. And after that, Egypt fell, and then Syria fell. And Constantinople itself was laid siege to. This means a land close by. Now, the pagan Arabs actually delighted in this, as it seemed to signal to them the success of idolatry and its followers over the people who followed the revelation of Ahl al-Kitab, the Christians in this case. And when this verse was revealed, it seemed impossible that the Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, would ever recover. It seemed it was the end. The Persians had reached dominance. The Byzantines, it seemed, were finished. Now, the word in the Quran, translated a few, is bidah, which actually means anything from 3 to 9 years. That term means anything from 3 to 9 years. And Ubay, we mentioned him in a previous talk. Ubay, who was a pagan Arab, he actually betted Abu Bakr, who was a close companion and a friend of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He betted Abu Bakr that this will never happen. This will never happen, he said. I'll take a bet. Now, this was before gambling was forbidden. Of course, gambling is not allowed, and that was forbidden later. And so they actually took a bet of 100 camels. That's about 150,000 pounds in modern day money. That's quite a lot of money. 100 camels is a lot. And they wagered that this will never happen. Now, it actually did happen. By the year 623, Heraclius, the Byzantine Empire, took to the field and vanquished the Persians in a series of battles, culminating in the Battle of Nivev. And this was in 627. By this time, in fact, Ubay had been killed, so his relatives actually had to pay the debt to Abu Bakr. And at this time, when the Romans won, the Muslims had been victorious over the Quraysh and were rejoicing just as the Quran had prophesied. The prophecy came true exactly. And it is a great reminder that Allah knows and you don't know, and little do men understand. And it is the same Quran that is warning us about the dangers of disbelieving in Allah and His messengers and not following His revelation. It is the same Quran that warns us of the hellfire and invites us to the paradise, and warns us of the distress and the misery that people will suffer on the Day of Judgment for not following the truth.